What's up, YouTube? Listen, family, if you're tired of being broke, I have some stats for you, as well as 7 things in today's video I'm going to share with you to help change your situation. As always, please keep it locked. Please make sure to like, subscribe, help this video get at least 1,000 likes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, guys, check it out. If you have less than $10,000 saved, this video is for you. And here are some things I need you to know to set the foundation. It ain't gonna always be like that, first and foremost, but guess what? It all starts with you. Check this out, guys. Right now, you gotta make a decision that today, beginning today, you're going to do something different. Because you can't expect to do what you've always done and expect to get a different result. It don't work like that, okay? So before I dive into some of the things I want to share with you guys, I need to make sure you guys understand that you have the power to change everything that you don't like about your situation. Why? Because it all starts with you. So sometimes that might mean you got to make a little bit more money. Let me know if you guys got more than one job, a side hustle, a hobby, something you're trying to do to generate more income, because it starts with having more money to, again, pay down debt that you might have, get out of a situation that you might be in. Okay, it starts with those small things that we got to do. All right, but check this out. On top of that, you need to prioritize investing. You need to prioritize learning how to trade. Even if you're not successful, it is still a skill that you want to give a shot. It is still a skill that you want to learn, guys, because it is a game changer. Let me know how many of you have invested. Let me know how many of you have tried to trade, whether it's covered calls, whether it's the wheel strategy, whether it's buying calls, buying puts. Let me know, have you at least gave it a try? But if you're willing to learn to be better at it, again, this video is for you. Okay, guys, investing in the stock market helped me build an 8-figure net worth, and that's why I believe in the power of investing. But it's not just investing alone, it's all the other things around it that makes it worthwhile. Okay, and so that's what we're going to unpack today, because you can start with a small amount of money to do what I'm going to instruct you guys to do holistically across the board. Okay, so diving right into number 1, you got to start paying off consumer debt. And I'm talking credit cards. Guys, do not be in credit card debt. If you can be credit card debt free, that is a huge victory on the journey that we're going to walk down together. Okay, start paying off consumer debt. Choose one small balance. Okay, you can choose one that's easily attainable in terms of paying off, so that you can get that dopamine boost, that feeling that you accomplished something, that feeling that you achieved something, that feeling that you paid something off. Even if it's a $25 bill, even if it's a $150 bill, get it out the way, because that's a victory in the win column towards what we're trying to do. Okay, number 2, the older you get, you don't want monthly payments. So if you have something like a car note, you leasing a car and you have this car payment, if you're renting and you constantly have this rent payment, having monthly payments, it keeps you in bondage to your job. That's the biggest thing when I share my story and my success, as well as my wife. We are debt free, but one of the things it do in terms of the financial freedom and independence it gives, you're not in bondage to a job. You don't have to work because you got this bill coming in. No, you already worked those things out. You already got your affairs in order in such a way. And so this delays your ability to get off the corporate plantation, because now you're working solely to pay off that car. You're working solely to pay off that debt. You're working solely to make that rent payment, versus working to stack, working to save, working to invest. Those are the things that grows your wealth. Okay, and so we have to do these things. When you no longer have monthly payments, now you can free up your money so that you can travel, you can do the things you know you love, the things that makes you happy, the things that brings you joy, okay? And so guys, it's important that you follow these, okay? Number 3, okay, let me know if anybody is debt free on the journey. If you are currently debt free and you're listening to this, let me know down in the comments below, okay? If you're in your 20s, here's a thing that I need to make sure you're doing. The younger you are, the better it will be, okay? You get started early, time is your greatest asset. It's better than any of these things I'm gonna teach you today. But if you're in your 20s, you need to be investing between 10 and 15%. That need to be the rate in which you invested. So for example, if you go to your job and you have a 401k plan, a retirement plan, or anything of that nature, you need to allocate 10 to 15%, because listen to this, you don't miss money you never see. If you get in the habit out the gate, getting it going to your future self, which we call retirement, but you're going to thank your future self, okay? That's how I want you to look at this. I'm preparing my future self to live a life of luxury when that time comes. So I'm going to set aside 10 to 15% in my 20s so that I already know this money is out of sight, out of mind, but working on my behalf, and my older self is going to thank me when I get to that time, okay? If you are in your 30s though, okay, say you were a little bit behind the 8 ball and you're in your 30s now, you need to invest 15 to 20% of your paycheck in your retirement plan through your job, because you got a little more catching up to do. Okay, you're behind the 8 ball, so you got to step on the gas a little bit more. Okay, this is important on the journey. Okay, number 4, you got to surround yourself with people who have a healthy relationship with money. Whether that's you finding a content creator online that you identify with, somebody in your community, at your church, at your job, somebody at your local gym. I don't care who it is. Find people to surround yourself with that have a healthy relationship with money, because did you know you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around? So if you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th broke person. You can change that paradigm by hanging around 3 people that have a healthy relationship with money, and guess what? All of a sudden your relationship with money is going to improve. Let me know if that makes sense, okay? Broke people will have you trying to look rich. That's going to be the first key you know. That's going to be the first key that you notice about someone that's broke. They'll be trying to look rich. Follow me here, okay? Negative people will try to hold you back. So you got to get rid of them too, okay? Guys, this is something you have to take very, very serious, okay? You got to watch out for broke people. They might be family and friends, okay? So I'm telling you, you got to really lock in to what I'm telling you. You got to watch out for negative people. They might be one and the same. The negative person might also be the broke person. But regardless, you have to look and spot these character traits that I'm telling you, okay? Envious people will say that you think you're all that for getting your finances in order. So these are 3 kind of people you got to watch out for. Broke people, negative people, envious people. These are the individuals that will stifle your growth. They will try to hold you back. They will try to remind you of who you used to be and try not to accept who are you becoming. Guys, you gotta follow this, okay? Number 5, you gotta open up a brokerage account. For those, for example, that's on the 100K channel, it's one of the first things that I do. We make sure we open up a brokerage account and we open up a Roth IRA, and then we work to get the $7,000 that is the allowable amount for this year to get invested into that. Okay, so you got to open up a brokerage account. For example, Fidelity or Vanguard being 1A and 1B. Open up something like that and make sure you are using that as your vehicle for investing. That's where you put your money at, but you can't just put the money in there because it's going to go to some type of money market account. You have to identify the ad set that you want to allocate your dollars towards. So for example, that might be VTI. That might be VOO. That might be SCHD. Okay, you got to put the money in it once you open up the account. So you got 2 steps you got to do. Open it, then you got to, once you put the money in there, you have to tell the money where to go. Use those ETFs as assets to park your cash, okay? Take control of your own investments. You choose the assets that you invest in. One thing that I did to help expedite me getting off the corporate plantation and retiring young, I took over my investments. I was working a job. I worked in higher education, and they invest in what's called target date funds. 20, 65, that's when they think I should be retiring. So they're putting my money in things that's trying to keep me on the job till it stretches way out to 2065. Well, I know how to invest. I know how to read a balance sheet. I know what companies are doing what in the world. And so I took a hold of my investments like I'm instructing you to do, opened up my own Vanguard years and years ago, and got busy. I started buying the assets that I know, like, and love, that I was familiar with, that I could see that this is where the world was going. Things like Amazon, things like Google, things like Microsoft, ETFs like VTI. You guys get what I'm saying? And so these types of things helped me take control of my own investments, which helped me speed up the process to reaching financial independence and financial freedom, which allowed me to become debt free and lead a corporate plantation. This is how it's done in steps, guys. This is the type of things people won't tell you or teach you. They'll leave these things out, but I want you guys to follow this. Number 6, high yield savings accounts and or CDs. This is another vehicle / asset that you want to make sure your money is allocated towards, okay? So start with a high yield savings account. All right, you could be getting anywhere from 3.5 to 5% on one of those. Okay, you got to shop around. The interest rates are slowly coming down, but there's still some good ones out there at this point in time. Okay, Ally. Okay, Ally Bank. Let me know if you guys are familiar with that. Wealthfront will be an example that you can consider and get some phenomenal rates. Okay, Goldman Sachs, SoFi, just naming a few. Okay, go fishing for me. Go fishing for some of these high yield savings accounts that can help you on your journey, okay? Check with your bank and see what they are able to do. And at the very least, at least open up a money market account at your bank, okay? And then the number 7 thing, guys, is to learn to trade, okay? I need you guys to learn to trade, because listen to this and I'll get you up out of here. Investing is fine, but once you get that down pat, once you learn how to buy low, and once you learn how to invest in stocks that you actually know about, have researched, understand, see what their balance sheet look like, see what the fundamentals look like, see what the valuation looks like. Once you have done those things, there's nothing more left to do with your investments other than set it and forget it, rebalance every so often just to make sure your allocation is correct, okay? However, there's something called trading, okay? Trading options that when you learn how to properly do that, you can expedite your wealth in such a way like I've never seen before, okay? There's nothing in the world, no job, no side hustle, no scheme, scam, anything that's better than the stock market. And when you learn how to trade, when you learn how to become a sniper, when you learn how to swing trade, when you learn how to day trade, when you learn how to buy leaps, when you learn how to buy puts, you can make a absolute killing in the market, okay? These are vehicles that's there, that there's resources out here to help you learn, that teach you how to do it. You have to be willing to take that step. So number 7 is to learn to trade. And this is something, even if you don't become wildly successful, it's still a skill that you all should at least try at some point. Get familiar with, attempt it, see how it goes for you, see if it's something you can pick up, because this could be the thing that can open the floodgates to you reaching your full potential, for you reaching the prosperity that you know you want out of life, okay? Nobody can gatekeep when you learn how to trade, when you learn how to read a chart, when you learn technical analysis, and all the things that come with being a profitable and successful trader. I'm not talking about guessing, gambling, getting rich quick. This ain't that. This is learning how to trade like some of the elite traders in the world, like the way that I trade, like the way that some people that have made a living and a full-time job out of this. Okay, I trade for 2 hours a day. I can make more than most people make in their whole working career, let alone what they make in a year. I can make that in a week, in a month. Okay, that's how powerful it is when done right. So learning to trade is number 7. Okay, so if you're tired of being broke and if you have less than $10,000 saved, do these things ASAP. Let me know if I missed anything or if it's anything you would add. But as always, guys, we make videos like this every day. So if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, but very few consider the journey. Do me a favor. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stocks. Use my link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.